Yo, Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. Talking to everybody about Bungou straw dogs. And the first episode of that actually really wasn't all that bad in terms of what it presented as a pretty cool mystery. However, if you've seen stories like this before, halfway throughout the series, you realize what is going on. The main character just doesn't know. And for those of you out there who don't know, our main character is a homeless orphan who was kicked out of the orphanage for reasons unknown to him, and of course he's dying of starvation, and pretty much he really doesn't have anywhere to go in life, of course. But he does have enough common sense to save a guy who's floating in the river and who can't get out and save himself. However, this guy he saves, in this case his name is Desi, he tries to save him, but then finds out that he fucking loves suicide. And he's like, what the fuck, man? You know, stuff like that. And then, of course, then he finds out that they're looking for this gigantic tiger that's been causing trouble. And if you and again, if you've seen this premise before, you only meet about two of the characters. Of course, our main character's name is Atsushi, of course, and then we meet then we meet Desi's partner, Kenny Kita. Or at least that's their names. Pretty much talking about this series though, it usually kind of breaks down to, well, people have powers in this crazy version of Japan mixed with, I want to say, Brooklyn, because looking at some of the characters like attires and shit like that, this doesn't really feel like that this is a modern day Japan or something like that. It actually feels like that it has some areas of Japan, but it's mixed with some places in. It kind of has a crazy New York and Chinatown feel. But either way, it does sort of play out to where is that at the end of the episode is that our main characters are actually way more capable, or at least Desi, the suicidal maniac, he is actually way more handy and capable, along with Kurikita. So that is actually that is actually sort of a pretty interesting thing to sort of say that they're super capable, they also have powers, and that they all work for this crazy investigation unit that actually looks into these things, which is actually pretty okay. But the problem that actually kind of comes into play though is the fact that, well, the main character, he is a giant. He is the said tiger that is destroying shit. But the question is that now you kind of have to worry, wonder, what is the main focus of the series going to be? Is it going to be the main character actually trying to control his powers, or dealing with this random group that pops up in the beginning, or at least like in the intro? And best case scenario is going to be them dealing with this crazy group that showed up in the intro. And the main character, Atsushi, he's going to take a really good time trying, man, to learn how to find out and use his powers. So that is a good thing, because he's just a were-tiger who can't transform unless, I believe, it's underneath the full moon. So that is something. But I'll see you next time on the next Jongravesshow. Keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.